Hey YouTube, I wanted to make this video to explain a few things that have just boggled my mind about professional wrestling. Besides the fact that Vince McMahon has, spit and trashed wrestling tradition, he has made it hard to understand what is reality and what is fantasy. And when I say that, I mean he has blurred the lines between what is truth and what is lies about the history of professional wrestling. One of those being with the WWE title and the World Heavyweight title between September 2nd, 2002, when Eric Bischoff presented the title to Triple H on Raw, and December 15th, 2013, when the WWE title and the World title was unified between John Cena and Randy Orton at TLC. Well, if you go back to the earlier days of the WWE, which back then it was called WWWF, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, you will know that between 1963 and 1971, the WWF title was a world title, since it had split from the NWA. February 8th, I believe it was, 1971, Pedro Morales beats Ivan Koloff for the world title. Then immediately on that same day, they end up back with the NWA for what I understand are financial reasons. That nullified the WWF title to a regional title, stripping it of the world title status it had enjoyed for those number of years. So flip to 2002, when Eric Bischoff presents the WWE World Heavyweight title to Triple H, because Brock Lesnar, who was the WWE champion, decided he did not want to defend it on both Raw and SmackDown, since he was a member of SmackDown. Well, personally, I know it was a storyline, but I thought it was a stupid move, and I disagree to this day on how they handled it. So in their minds, you had two world titles in one promotion. It is an unwritten rule that you cannot do that. For when you have one title as your world title, then you introduce another world title within the same promotion. One has to be stripped. And since the World Heavyweight title was put into play by Eric Bischoff and Triple H, and you could not have two world titles in the same promotion, the WWE title was stripped of the world title status it enjoyed from 63 to 71 and then 83 to 2002. So therefore, no matter how much JBL on Raw wants to say that John Cena is a 15-time World Heavyweight Champion, or Triple H is a 13-time World Heavyweight Champion, and so on, they have to look at truth. They have to look at reality. That is a lie. John Cena is not a 15-time world champion, since he won his first and his last within the time frame of 2002 and 2013. Therefore, the only world title he had was the same title that Triple H was awarded by Bischoff, the big gold belt. So therefore, as I look back down the records, he is only a four-time World Heavyweight Champion. Randy Orton, on the other hand, if I can remember right, is a five-time World Heavyweight Champion. Triple H is somewhere around 7 or 8-time World Champion. Not the 12, not the 13, and not the 15-time World Champion. You have to look at reality. You have to be truthful. The WWE and Vince McMahon has always used fantasy as truth. He said that in 1963, Buddy Rogers won a tournament in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, over Antonio Rocca to crown the first WWF World Champion. It's not true. There was no tournament. Buddy Rogers had beaten Lou Thesz, or Lou Thesz beat Buddy Rogers for the NWA World title. The WWE disagreed, so therefore Vince McMahon Sr. split off and kept Buddy Rogers as the champion. Therefore, the championship was really a lineage of the NWA title. But to just keep it within the WWE, that title recognition was stripped in 1971. And since Bischoff introduced the big gold belt to Triple H as the World Heavyweight title, sanctioned by the WWE, then the WWE title, which was held by Brock Lesnar, was nullified, and a secondary title, not a world title. If Vince McMahon would get his head out of his ass and look at reality instead of this fantasy world he's always lived in, he would understand that there are certain things you just don't do. You don't lie about wrestling history. Too many people have fought, have bled, and have sweat wrestling tradition to preserve that title. Wrestlers in the ring and promoters outside the ring. If Vince McMahon wants to live in this fantasy world and lie to himself, that's his problem. Fine, go ahead. I don't give a damn. He's an idiot anyway. But to try to push that down the throats of the wrestling fans, especially saying that his father did pro wrestling, he does sports entertainment, and trash his father's legacy by doing so, then, okay, whatever. He'll have to pay for that. He's not very popular within the world of professional wrestling anyway. But to say that what he says is truth, you don't know what truth is. Vince McMahon has no business being a wrestling promoter. It is called sports, period. It is called professional wrestling, period. And the WWE title from September 2nd, 2002 to December 15th, 2013 was never a world title, period. It was nullified. It was stripped. So therefore, anybody who held that title between these dates was never a world champion. If it bruises their ego, then so be it. But truth is truth. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter. Truth is truth. And Vince McMahon can kiss my ass if he doesn't like it. And somebody send this video to him. Please. Please, somebody send this video to him. The guy's a douchewad. The guy spits on wrestling tradition. And anybody who says otherwise can kiss my ass too. I take this stuff seriously. Yeah, you can say that I need a life. Fine, say it. I've been trashed by, bigger and better people than anybody. So, go ahead. But I take this seriously. You don't trash tradition. You don't trash the NWA. And you don't trash what Vince McMahon Sr. built his company to be. And that's exactly what Vince McMahon's done. So somebody please send this video to Vince McMahon. Send it to Triple H. Send it to Linda, Stephanie, even Shane, for Pete's sakes. Because I really don't give a damn what they think. You can't change history and say it didn't matter and it didn't say what it said. You can't say it wasn't what it was. Vince, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Good day.